Happy New Year, family. What up? You already know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops. Like I always say, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know it's a lot of things in this world that cost, but hitting the like button ain't one of them. RJ Barrett, the kid that came home, Immanuel Quickley, they start off the new year with their Raptors debut. The Raptors look good, even though they let the Cavs back into the game. They win it 124 to 121. Game came down to the wire. You had RJ Barrett, 19 points, 9 rebounds. Immanuel Quickley, he did his thing. He showed up, was in foul trouble after the contest. If I'm the Golden State Warriors, if I'm the Sacramento Kings, if I'm the Dallas Mavericks, I'm calling the Raptors. I'm calling Masai Ujiri tonight. I'm calling Bobby Webster tonight. And I'm asking them, what's the price on Pascal Siakam? 36 points, 5 rebounds. But once again, the new kids in town, Emmanuel Quickley, RJ Barrett. Barrett dropped 19 and 9. Quickley had 14. He did his thing, was in foul trouble. You could tell coach was letting them rock, was like, hey, the hell with the foul trouble. Play your game. Let's see what you got tonight in your debut. And I love Scotty Barnes' game. Big rebound after the contest. I watched the whole game tonight, y'all. I watched the whole game tonight. And that team looks like a totally different team. Now, they got some questions that need to be answered. Tonight showed you Gary Trent Jr., where are your minutes going to come from? Are you going to be involved in a trade that includes Pascal Siakam? But like I said, if I'm Golden State, if I'm Sacramento, if I'm Dallas, after what I've seen tonight, I'm calling Toronto and I'm seeing what the price on Pascal Siakam is. 36 points, 5 rebounds, but there's too much guys that want to be decision makers on this team. It's too clustered still. You're going to have to get rid of Pascal Siakam. You're going to have to get rid of Gary Trent Jr. You keep Pirtle. You keep Barnes. You add to what they just brought in with Emmanuel Quickley and RJ Barrett. Schroder's a veteran. Who knows if Schroder lasts the rest of the season? He's on a short deal. He could be traded for a first-round pick at the deadline. But overall, I really liked what I seen from RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley. And what I like about it the most, they could have all played better. They could have played better. It was a good debut. You could tell there was some rust they had to get off, some kinks. There was some miscommunication, guys not knowing where they need to be, plays not being understood yet. You can see that on the court, and you can see that that led to the Cavaliers getting back in that game. I watched the whole game tonight, man. I watched that whole game. I wanted to see how they was going to play, being a new group together. I wanted to see what pieces fit. I wanted to see what kind of lineups the coach would put out there. And I like the trade for both sides, man. Like my man said in the comments, shout out to you. It was a win-win trade. I watched the Knicks game earlier today. I seen how OG fit on the roster with those guys. You seen Julius Randle have a big game. You seen Jalen Brunson have a big game assist-wise. And I like the trade for the Raptors. You seen what Quickley and Barrett brought to the table. Barrett is going to be a scorer. And he's going to be a scorer going to the basket. Now, it was only one game, and I want to see this moving forward. I would like to see RJ Barrett get his points in the post more too. On a team like this, where you got passers at the high key, you got a Pirtle that could pass that's at the high post. You got Scotty Barnes that could pass and be a facilitator at the high post. RJ Barrett, get your butt on that block, get some easy points in the paint, posting up, and get to the line. That's his game. Now you seen tonight on his drives, he's strong for a 6'6" guard. RJ Barrett is strong for a 6'6" guard. On his drives where he was taking the ball to the bucket, getting fouled, putting the ball in, you seen his strength. You seen where he could get points there. And I really like Scotty Barnes being the facilitator for this team. I like the direction. Like I said in my original video when I went live when the trade went down. The last couple of seasons, me watching the Raptors from a distance, I wanted to know what their direction was. I didn't see the direction of the organization. But after this trade, I'm starting to see their direction. You put a guard like Immanuel Quickley around Scotty Barnes. You put a physical wing like RJ Barrett that can score in a variety of ways and get to the free throw line. You got Jakob Poeltl, who's going to be a serviceable center, rotation center, starting center for a long time in anywhere in the league. He's going to get you points in the paint. He got great touch around the rim. He can pass from the high post. He can rebound. He can box out. He's a good, serviceable big. Well, with RJ Barrett, there's always going to be tunnel vision. I spoke about this before he got traded, a few days before he got traded, when he was on the Knicks. Him and Julius Randle are one and the same. They just play two different positions. They dribble with their head down, and they're left-handed, dominant lefts. They going left each time. The difference with RJ Barrett is he doesn't have to be that way. He could get his butt down on the block and post up and get to the free throw line and pick and choose in the spots where he drives, whether that be in transition or off dribble handoffs. Y'all hit that like button as you come in, man. Like I always say, it don't cost nothing to hit that like button. It's right in front of your face. It ain't going to cost you a damn thing. There's a lot of things in this world that cost, man. Hitting that like button ain't one of them, man. But overall, I love the debut from both of them. And honestly, like I said earlier, they both could have played a lot better. So that's a great sign for the Raptors moving forward. Off of one shoot-around / practice, right after a trade, guys go out there and are positive to the team. They put up good numbers. You see what they bring. You see a little bit of what they can bring. You got to feel good if you're the Toronto Raptors. You see what your new core can be. That's what this thing is about, is building a new core that are all on the same timeline as far as age and development. RJ Barrett's 23, Quickley's 24. They fit that Scotty Barnes timeline. And that's a great timeline to have. Good young team, up and coming. You see where OKC is at this year. You see where the Minnesota Timberwolves are at this year. This is where the Raptors aspire to be next season. And you can see that with the new core that they're building. So it's going to be real interesting. Like I said, Pascal Siakam tonight, 36 points, 5 rebounds. Dallas Mavericks, Golden State Warriors, Sacramento Kings. Pick up the phone, call Masai Ujiri, call Bobby Webster, and see what the price is on Pascal Siakam. Go get that deal done now. A lot of people that don't watch these Raptor games, man, they just take what Pascal Siakam can do for granted. You've seen all that he can do tonight. Scotty Barnes was amazing tonight as well. Amazing. Clutch time, fourth quarter. You contest a 3 on Donovan Mitchell, and you're there skying high for the rebound all in one possession. all in one shot. Salute to Scotty Barnes, man. Once again, y'all already know y'all tuned in to Moose Talks Hoops. If you're new to my channel, like I always say, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know it's a lot of things in this world that cost, but hitting the like button ain't one of them, man. Let me see you guys down in the comments. How do you guys feel about Immanuel Quickley and RJ Barrett's debut tonight for the Raptors in their big win over the shorthanded Cleveland Cavaliers? 124 to 121, man. What's some positive that you guys are seeing from both sides? Yeah, RJ Barrett, man, you got to understand what he is. He's a slashing scorer. He's not a guy that's going to hit a bunch of mid-range shots. He's not a guy that's going to hit a bunch of three-point shots. But he's going to put the ball in the basket. So you have to use RJ Barrett in ways that's going to be easier for him to get the ball in the basket, catching the ball in the post, starting to work towards the basket from the mid post instead of bringing the ball up. I don't like RJ Barrett bringing the ball up in transition. I like him catching the ball in transition and driving, but I don't like him being a decision maker in transition. And I knew that about RJ Barrett all these years. He has tunnel vision when he has the ball in transition. You're missing open guys. But other than that, I know that. So I'm not expecting him to change overnight. I just want him to get his buckets the easier way. Post up. There's going to be a lot of switching. When you got a smaller guard on you, throw the ball into RJ Barrett on the post. Let him work and get and ones. Let him catch on the move inside the three-point line so you don't depend on RJ Barrett taking long twos or taking three-pointers. So I want to see that from RJ Barrett moving forward on this team. I also want to see Scotty Barnes with the ball making all the decisions in the fourth quarter. That's what I want to see. But once again, man, the Raptors got questions. Gary Trent Jr., are you going to be getting minutes on this new team? The minutes that you would want. Be on the lookout. Gary Trent Jr. getting shipped out of town. And like I said, if I'm a contender like the Dallas Mavericks, if I'm a contender or wannabe contender like the Sacramento Kings, if I'm the Golden State Warriors and I have no second guy to score with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson's legs are cooked. Andrew Wiggins has not recovered from the personal stuff he was going through towards the latter end of last season. Kuminga is not the scorer that you want him to be. Chris Paul is damn near 40 years old and has never been known as a scorer. Where's the scoring going to come for Golden State? Call Masai Ujiri, Pascal Siakam tonight, 36 points, 5 rebounds. Make that call. Sacramento, you want a third star to go along with De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis? Are you willing to part ways with Keegan Murray? Because that's what Masai Ujiri, Bobby Webster going to want back from the Kings if they're sending you their leader of their squad, Pascal Siakam. Dallas, I don't think a Tim Hardaway Jr. package of whatever Dallas has gets them Pascal Siakam. I don't. So it's going to be real interesting. Does he still wind up with the Atlanta Hawks? We heard all summer Pascal Siakam to the Hawks rumor. Does that still happen? We shall see. But I'm starting to like the direction of this franchise and where they're going and what they're trying to build and how they're trying to play. Another name, Dennis Schroder. Does he remain on this roster after the trade deadline? You have Immanuel Quickley. You have the backcourt point guard man that you want. You want that scoring point guard. You got Immanuel Quickley. You see him in the long-term plans of your team. Dennis Schroeder's on a short-term deal. Can you get back a first-round pick or a good young player and a second-round pick for Dennis Schroeder? He could be the coach's right-hand man, but this is the NBA. It's business at the end of the day. You're building the core that you want to move forward with in the future. Immanuel Quickley, Scotty Barnes, RJ Barrett. You're trying to turn Pascal Siakam into another core piece for that young group and picks. You're gonna have a valuable trade chip, which is Dennis Schroder. With the way he's been playing this season, Dennis Schroder is valuable. And in a short-term deal, contenders are going to be calling Toronto at the trade deadline and trying to get point guard help in a Dennis Schroder. You understand me? And Toronto's going to try to, if Toronto can turn Dennis Schroder into a first round pick, they're taking it at this stage of where they're at and what they're trying to build and what they're trying to do. Because the Raptors' future is going to be Scotty Barnes, Immanuel Quickley, RJ Barrett, and whatever pieces they get back for Pascal Siakam. That's exactly what it's going to be. That's their future. And that's what they're going to build around. Once again, man, you already know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops. We all here live after the game. I just got done watching the Raptors beat the Cavaliers at home 124-121. The new year started off with the debuts of RJ Barrett and Immanuel Quickley. They both did their thing. 19-9 for Barrett, as we spoke about. 14.6 rebounds, 2 steals for Quickley. He was in foul trouble throughout the game. I watched the whole game. Like I said, man, I watched that whole game, and I wanted to pay attention to everything. I wanted to pay attention to what the Raptors did with their rotations, what lineups they threw out there, who were the odd men out when it comes to minutes with the addition of Barrett and Quickley. What lineups does the coach like? And I noticed the coach liked that backcourt of Schroder and Quickley towards the end of the game. And one thing I noticed as well, Scotty Barnes has to be the full-time facilitator for this thing to work. He has to be the full-time facilitator. I like Immanuel Quickley more in a scoring role. And I like Scotty Barnes making the decisions late in the fourth quarter like I seen tonight. So salute to Bobby Webster, Masai Ujiri. I like what they're doing right now. I see the direction that they're going in. Make sure y'all hitting the like button too, man. It's right in front of your face. It don't cost you a damn thing. You don't gotta sign up for nothing. You ain't gotta pay no money. Like button right in front of your face. The least you could do, man. It's a lot of things in this world that cost, but hitting the like button ain't one of them, man. Let me see y'all in the comments, man. What do you guys feel on this debut tonight? RJ Barrett, 19-9 once again. Immanuel Quickley. I feel like they could have played better. Quickley was in foul trouble the entire night. I feel like RJ Barrett could have got a lot of easy baskets in this game. But like I said, man, it's one practice, one shoot around in a game, fresh off a trade. Young guys, they did a great job. I don't think you could keep Siakam. I don't think he's not on the same timeline as Scotty Barnes, as a RJ Barrett, as Immanuel Quickley. Siakam's not a young guy trying to prove himself. Siakam's not trying to be a part of a young team trying to build something. Siakam is proven. He's been an all-star. He's been a champion. He's played in finals. He's in what he believes is his prime now. And he want to have more exposure. He want to be on a winning team. He want to be able to compete for something at this point. So when you're a team that's trying to have Scotty Barnes grow and learn and be put in a position of being that guy, that takes away from Pascal Siakam naturally. When you got Quickley in that same position, when you got RJ Barrett in that same position, that takes away from everybody. So you're going to have an odd man out. And to me, it's Gary Trent Jr. and Pascal Siakam. even though Pascal Siakam dropped 36 and 5 tonight. That's why I'm telling the Golden State Warriors to pick up the phone tonight. That's why I'm telling the Dallas Mavericks to pick up the phone tonight. That's why I'm telling the Sacramento Kings to pick up the phone tonight and see what the price is on Pascal Siakam. But all in all, great debut for those guys. I'll be tuned into their next game. I believe it's on the road against the Memphis Grizzlies. Ja Morant back for the Grizzlies. That'll be a good examination to see how these guys play. They'll have probably another practice before their shoot around, more comfortable watching tape, seeing spots where they could get good looks for those guys, seeing how they can communicate on defense. I love the way they played defense tonight. I love the way they competed, especially after Cleveland made their run. The Cavs made their run, took the lead momentarily. Donovan Mitchell was coming down, cooking guys. You seen your team not lose their composure, stuck together on the defensive end, got some big stops, made some big plays. RJ Barrett, couple clutch free throws at the end of the game. And like I said earlier, Scotty Barnes contesting that shot on Donovan Mitchell and then running back and grabbing the rebound. Wow. You see how special Scotty Barnes could be on defense, man, for those of you guys that don't watch the Raptors. But all in all, I love the debut for Immanuel Quickley and RJ Barrett. Raptors win 124 to 121. It got closer than I really thought it would. Raptors slipped up, miscommunications due to guys not being around each other, not knowing each other's tendencies. It happens, but overall, pretty good debut for what it's worth, man. But once again, man, appreciate you guys tuning in. Like I always say, man, hit that like button, man. Don't cost nothing to hit that like button, man. You already know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops. Make sure y'all subscribe, hitting that notification bell, share the video. Till next time, I'm holler.